Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I am Matthew, and today we have episode 2 of the best zombies map. So today we are going to be comparing Call of the Dead versus Shangri. Now, one quick disclaimer I have to make is that my Black Ops 1 DLCs are acting weird right now, so I can't show you guys gameplay, but I have pictures to talk over. Now, all my other gameplays should be perfectly fine. They should all be fine and work perfectly. So all my other videos, all my other episodes of the series will of course be live gameplay. But just for this video, I couldn't. I'm sorry, but just the way it had to be. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So the first category we have is gameplay. Now, I think that both maps did a pretty good job at gameplay. They both were pretty fun to play through. Neither are my favorite maps, but I think they were fun. They had some pretty good features like George. I guess wasn't that good, but innovative. All the different training spots in Call of the Dead, stuff like that. Shang had just the mine carts, and they had just some pretty cool game mechanics. And so out of the 7 points for gameplay, I gave 5 to Call of the Dead and 2 to Shangri-La, because I just think Call of the Dead has just quite more to offer. Next, we have training spots. Now, Call of the Dead has the spot outside of the lighthouse. Also, it has the spot inside the lighthouse. I think it did a better job because Shang, you sort of had to do a full map train. I think that it did a better job, so I gave, out of the 5 points, I gave 4 to Call, 1 to Shang. Next we have the difficulty level. Now, I don't think either map did a great job. I think that Shangri-La is on the harder side, probably, and then Call of the Dead, I'd say, is probably better, but probably still a little on the harder side, because nobody's actually gotten around 100, I think, on either of those maps. I could be mistaken. Well, no, Relaxing End has got to round 100, not with the JGB, but not on Call of the Dead, because it's just a harder map after the Scavenger isn't that good. So I gave 3 to Call of the Dead and 2 to Shang, just because I think Call of the Dead is a little better. Next we have innovations. Now, I think both maps were pretty innovative. Like, Call of the Dead brought George, it brought 2 wonder weapons, it brought a new perk. Shang brought the minecarts, which was cool. The whole pack-a-punch system was different than most maps were. So I gave 6 to Call of the Dead and 4 to Shangri-La out of 10. Next we have perks. Now, this is obviously going to Call of the Dead. It gets the 2 points because it brought a new perk. It brought Deadshot Daiquiri, which isn't the best perk, but it is a new perk. Shang didn't bring any. Next we have wonder weapons. Now, Call of the Dead actually had 2 wonder weapons. It had the VR-11 and the Scavenger, which the VR-11 sort of helped you, I guess, a little bit. But the Scavenger was good up until like around like 50 or 60. That's why Call of the Dead started to get really hard. But Shangri-La had the baby gun, which is one of the best wonder weapons of all time. So out of 3, I gave 2 to Shang and 1 to Call of the Dead, just because Call of the Dead brought 2 wonder weapons. Sorry. Next we have bosses. Now, Call of the Dead brought George Romero, which, I mean, everybody doesn't like him. He's a very annoying boss. He pisses you off. But Shang didn't do a great job either. They brought the monkeys, I guess, were sort of cool, that, gave you the drop. But they also brought the Shrieker zombie and, like, the guy you see on screen there, and guys like that are just awful. So Call of the Dead is more innovative, but the bosses sucks more, so I gave just 1-1. Next we have colors. Now, this obviously goes to Shangri-La. Like, the map just looks a lot nicer. It just has better colors. It looks nicer. And Call of the Dead has fog. enough said. 4 for Shang, 1 for Call of the Dead. And the last category we have is storyline. Now, Call of the Dead had a pretty cool storyline. It had, the 4 actors and George Romero. They were making the horror movie in wherever they were, Siberia, I guess. Wherever they were, making the horror movie, and all the zombies attacked. Pretty cool storyline, but it doesn't really tie in with the main storyline very much. So, but Shangri-La, the Easter egg wasn't good, but it sort of was the start of more complex Easter eggs. So I thought it was pretty cool. So I gave, out of the 8, I gave 6 to Shang, 2 to Call. And our final tally is we have Call of the Dead at 25 points and Shangri-La at 22 points. So Call of the Dead will move on to the next round. Shangri-La, if Shangri-La has the best losing score, and it could have the chance to go against Knocked, but that's what I got for you today, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more. And check out episode 3. It should be uploaded hopefully tomorrow. And check out episode 3. And I will see you guys later.